Use control to unsnap your area of effect spell from the target. Ooh.
Our story started at the mansion of an Aldori sword lord. Drawn by the promise of a most dangerous task and a commensurately huge reward, heroes of all stripes gathered here.
I still say this looks like Jazzy. Look, we're tiny!
Where are they? This is taking forever! They didn't even say what this was for, just that the Aldori were looking for heroes. Who are the Aldori anyway? Rich folk?
Hey, Miri.
If you can't be patient, no one's keeping you here. Just go back to your mountains or whatever hole you crawled out of. The Aldori Sword Lords run the premier school for the dueling arts. They're also the richest and most influential group in this part of Brevoy. Take that tone with them, and they'll teach you some manners pretty quickly.
Man, we're shorter than Tartuccio.
All right, you purple toad, just shut your trap. And if you can't, I'll help you.
All right, you purple toad. Ah, man, he's the greatest.
Hush! Quiet! They're coming.
Is Lindsay a halfling as well, or is she a gnome? She looks pretty small.
Greetings, everyone. I am Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori, and this is Lord Mayor Yosef Selimius of Restov. Welcome to my mansion.
The name got 2 lines.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for responding to our call. You may be few, but that's unavoidable. We need only the best of the best for this task. And I see true heroes before me, strong and fearless, exactly what Restov needs.
I love this. The mayor, a middle-aged man with bushy sideburns and a monocle.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Now, to the point. South of here, just beyond Brevoy's border, lies a region known as the Stolen Lands. This is disputed territory, and while it's long been claimed by nearby states, it's never been truly taken. I won't bore you with the legal technicalities. Suffice to say that anyone with enough courage and power to seize the stolen lands and name themselves Baron or Baroness, claiming dominion, well, none of the neighboring states would be able to challenge it. Of course, Restov would be first to recognize the legitimacy of this new state, as well as the noble title of its founder.
Okay.
Unfortunately, one serious obstacle stands between you and this title. A gang of bandits holds sway in the Stolen Lands. Their chief, who they call the Stag Lord, considers himself the rightful owner of these lands, and no one has yet been able to challenge his power. Bring me his head, and you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands as their legal ruler. Any questions?
Alright, there's a whole team of us. Who exactly will receive the Baron's title? No. Why not just recognize this Stag Lord as Baron?
That's a good point. As I see it, this Stag Lord already holds power over the region with confidence. Many noble bloodlines were started by bandits who just got lucky, weren't they?
Perhaps because we do have standards to maintain. This room has seen many celebrations of adventurers, and even those who just got lucky. But giving a noble title to a bandit lord? That's one thing that's never happened here, and it won't while I still breathe.
You're helping us found a barony. What do you gain from such generosity?
Don't ask stupid questions. Why should you even care? What they have to gain and why, that's for Lady Aldori and I to discuss. It's none of your concern. Your only concern is to swing your sword around, or whatever it is you do.
Yeah, you think you're so smug.
Of course, we stand to benefit from this enterprise. But if you're concerned that we intend to rule your country from afar, using you as a front, Well, please know that these concerns are unfounded. Let's just say that we have a strong interest in the region's stability. We have need of a ruling power we can negotiate with, not bandit gangs and monster hordes.
Fair enough, fair enough.
What is that smell in the air? Is it the smell of unspoken words and political intrigue?
Ooh. Noticing you've heard her comment, she winks at you coyly. We stand up about as high as her knee, and we've already got a love interest.
And what reward would you seek beyond a noble title and your own lands?
Yet the Lord Mayor's eyebrows raised so far, he almost drops his
We'll
monocle.
absorb the costs of preparing and equipping your expeditions. Once you return victorious, Restov will also allocate you a significant sum to provide financial support for you to establish your
give us money as
country.
well.
Essentially, we'll help you build your capital. I hope such a reward is satisfactory.
That's fine.
Words, words, words. Significant, financial. I can't fill my belly with pretty words.
All right.
Of course. There will also be an official banquet held in your honor. All of Rostov's high society will gather to celebrate your feat.
Banquets. Yay. All right.
Now you're talking.
That's right, Amory.
Excellent. You venture forth tomorrow. For now, you can take some time to get to know one another better. Or you can head straight to your guest rooms to get some rest. You'll find we've already prepared supplies for you there. And thank you again for agreeing to take part in this expedition. I wish you luck.
Yeah, let's get some rest.
Thank you again, with all my heart, for replying to this call. The flare in your eyes reveals your courage, the unshakable will that distinguishes true heroes. I look at you, O champions of Restov, and doubt not for a second that you'll be victorious. So venture forth toward your feet. Go, and return in triumph.
All right. I don't think there's any point talking to anyone.
Hi, my name's Lindsay.
Oh.
I'm a bard, though this is my first real adventure. So, shall we go teach this stag lord a lesson?
I wish you could rotate the camera, like all the ways, around and the angle. I'm Legless Jeff Oncebeard. Pleased to meet you.
Likewise. Actually, I also wanted to ask you something.
The longbow's touching. The longbow's in the ground.
How do you feel about this Tartuccio fellow? I think he's pretty obnoxious personally. He appointed himself head of the team, and he's just after the Baron's crown, or whatever it is barons wear. Doesn't matter. I don't like him. I think you should be team leader. When I first saw you, I couldn't help but think, now here's a real hero. Someone who'll be praised in poems and songs.
Everyone, get in here!
This is the person I'll write my book about.
Zergos takes the host, man. How you been, buddy? Alright. Wait. A book?
Damn, I should have led with that. Please, just let me explain. You know what the trouble with most heroes' biographies is? They're always written years later, based on the tales of, best case, people who saw things from the outside. Worst case, someone heard about it from their brother, who heard it from their friend, who heard it from their cousin, and so on, adding a new batch of lies each time. Every time I read about a heroic journey, I think to myself, why didn't they just bring a bard with them to write it all down properly?
Yeah, and for someone to, like, I don't know.
And then I
Sing
thought,
songs and
I
stuff.
could be that bard. I just needed to find a suitable hero and volunteer to follow along on their glorious adventure. A great plan, huh? And here we are, with a heroic journey lying before us. Who's going to be the hero? Some dwarf who keeps muttering about how we'll all die? Or maybe that horrific scythe lady? Or God's forbid, Tartuccio?
New DLC, yep.
No way.
What about the barbarian? She looks pretty heroic. I think her name's Amory.
Oh yeah, she's fantastic. You can
Amiri?
tell she could tear a
are we
bear's head
settling
off
on?
with
Is it
her
Amory
bare
or Amiri?
hands, but she kind of scares me just a little. But, I mean, her sword's twice as big as I am. She could cut me down without even noticing. Just think on it a bit, alright? I'm sure you'll agree.
Oh, I'll be glorious leader then.
Alright. I'm going to my room to write about tonight. See you in the morning.
I know. Right, let's go talk to Amiri. Hello. Oh, she doesn't want to speak to us. Okay, for some reason we have charge, which I don't think we're ever going to use since we don't have a melee weapon. So let's pull that off the bar. Oh, we do have a melee weapon, a hand axe and a shield that we're never going to use. So we might sell those at some stage as well. Demoralize. One enemy creature within medium range, 1 round, plus 1 round for every 5 by which you beat DC. The shaking condition does not stack with other shaking conditions. DC check plus 10. Target's hit dice as wisdom. Target will be shaken for 1 round. The duration increases by 1 round for 5 which beats DC. I don't want to auto-cast it. Oh, that's... Turn off.
Quick, else we miss all the fun!
Fighting defensively, you use to take a -4 penalty on melee attack rolls and combat maneuver checks to gain a +2 dodge bonus to your armor class if you have 3 or more ranks in mobility. Should we just be using that all the time since we're not making melee attack rolls? Can move through threatened square without provoking enemy attacks, so that's something we might want to turn on before doing it. Put that over there for now. So we should always be fighting with fight defensively then. Like, yeah, is there any reason we would ever turn that off? If there's any loot anywhere. If someone gets close to me, we might want to switch to what? I mean, we've got point blank shot. Oh, we might want to swap to mobility to avoid a opportunity of attack. Lindsay bursts into your room. She looks scared. Her face is smeared with soot and she holds a weapon in her hands. What's going on?
The mansion's under attack. We need to help.
Okay.
Some villains broke in and started killing everyone. I barely made it. Hurry, we have to help the guards fight off the attackers or we'll all be cut down one by one.
Well, that doesn't sound very good at all. As if to lend credence to Lindsay's words, a scream echoes from the hallway. I do need to change the pause settings as well.
I'll carve my name onto your flesh.
I did have some pause settings I wanted to change. Apparently. I wanted to get rid of... Pause when a trap is detected. Pause when a hidden object is detected. No. Pause on combat start. Yes. That's each round when turn members over. No. Pause at the end of each round. No. No. Nope. That's when a new enemy appears. Yes. Mm-hmm. Who has low HP? Might be too late to do anything there, though. Okay. Lindsay killed him. It's a trap. Okay. So I guess we're just we're gonna bow him.
Die! Die! Die!
Sounds reasonable. And apparently, if I hold the V button, we can go slow mo. Assassin attacks Jeff. Wants a beard field and misses. I need to start looking at this more often too, apparently. I'm gonna shoot you. That does make an opportunity of attack. Except we shot him in the face. Alright. Now, one of the things we don't want to be doing is grabbing all the stuff, because we can get it later. And stuff weighs a lot, and encumbrance. And encumbrance makes for missing. And we already miss everything. So, I'm going to go find some stuff, thank you very much. However, we do want gold. Is that a better bow than we've got? We have a longbow, a standard longbow, which is 1d6. It's exactly the same. Pretty sure we don't have to get anything. Someone was telling me there is a cheese. They weren't sure if it still works, where you just drop everything in combat on the ground, have your combat then pick everything up. And it's like, well, that seems a little bit yeah. Where is our encumbrance level, anyway? Alright.
Time becomes distance.
They got someone. We have to help. Oh, it's Tartuccio.
Let's shred them!
Alright, so where are you shooting? She's shooting that way. So we're going to shoot for the same one. Even though it might risk us both getting...
let the attack
killing
commence.
blows. Don't miss. Assassin inspect failed. Oh, what's this? We can inspect. Interesting.
May I see your entrails, please?
You're just in time. A bit longer and I'd have been... Whew, I don't even want to think about it. Can you imagine what a terrible loss this would have been? But it's all right now. I'm safe, sound, and unscathed.
Hey, Elite Nanas,
ready
how
to
you doing?
lead you to victory.
Stupid
Lady
Tatsuchio.
Jamandi's holding the line in the banquet hall. You know, the one where she had us gathered before. We need to make our way to her. And along the way, we'll try to save some of these dummies who are supposed to accompany us to the Stolen Lands.
Okay.
Speaking of dummies, take this ring. Quiet now, so that little fool doesn't hear us. She might try to steal it herself. It's magical. It'll protect you. You'll need it while you work to defend me.
So I didn't equip this ring yesterday, but it's the one that he gives us to try and frame us, because he's a jerk. We don't need that stuff.
Shall we move? We shall move!
Alright, what have you
And
got?
Litzy was called forth.
Inspire Courage is really good. She has that mobility one as well, but I don't know if she'll use that.
Let's shake a leg!
Anything is possible.
Days. It's a huge ass spell. Okay, so he gets to use 2 of those a day, either ear-piercing scream or cure light wounds. So what are these ones then? These can be used all the time. And she's never going to charge either, so let's get rid of that. Put those there. She should also probably use... You can move through a threatened square without provoking an attack of opportunity from an enemy by using acrobatics. I don't think that prevents a ranged shot opportunity of attack, though.
Enlighten me.
Man, you got a lot of stuff. What's his weapon? Also a crossbow? Alright, well... You're also not going to charge. Burning Hands. Oh, that's an AoE cone. Alright. Magic Missile. Acid Splash. Ray of Frost. Bolt. So you can use 5 spells a day. They're those ones. Why are they considered spell? Okay, so these ones that don't have numbers, they can literally just be used as many times as possible. Makes more sense.
My patience is running thin.
Be quiet, Tatsuchio. First, his spells aren't as important because he's gonna leave soon. Alright.
I crave for adventure.
Have an assassin.
I deserve better.
I wonder if we can lure them out and then just... Probably not. Like that's... we could just put Tatsuchio in front and let him die. Not against that.
Time's wasting. trusting you here.
Quiet, Tartuccio. I'm trying not
I
to
wrote
die
it like
here.
I saw it.
So many thoughts, so little time.
Jeff, turn around. Jeff. I should use the formation. Okay, Jeff. Tartuccio, you're going to tank.
Quick, quick, else we miss all the fun! Burn! Slice!
Just letting the ink
behead! Yes, behead. The road calls me. I'll take the bait. What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Alright, Lindsay, you sing song.
What troubles you?
For some reason, they can't hear this, which is great.
Shall we move?
All right,
we
Jeff.
shall move!
Oh, they're bowmen.
I don't tolerate fools. This works for me.
Let's shake a leg!
Lindsay the Magnificent? Lindsay the Illustrious? Something more simple, like...
Alright, Jeff,
Lindsay
ready?
the
So many
Great.
thoughts, so little time.
They
Lindsay
dare
the
to
Indecisive.
attack me?
Trail me.
Hold your position, Tartuccio. Oh, yeah. Get him, Tartuccio. Use the flamey thing. Who just died? One of them? Okay. Yeah, and let's go with that. Miss.
Can we retreat now?
Die, die, die!
This was not supposed to happen.
Well, Tartuccio went down, but I'm okay with that. And we did get to use the flamey thing, which was cool. Burning hands, that was very cool. We only took one hit ourselves. Jeff did okay. Good job, team. And looks a little bit ominous. That's worth a lot. Throw that. Okay. I need to remember to save more often.